But still, 86 blocks is a lot. It's a lot of blocks. It's no surprise that he broke a lot of armor. To say that he only blocked... And the Skaven made 10 armor breaks. So he made nearly double the blocks and got double the armor breaks. Except every player the Skaven was hitting had block. And nearly everybody, the Dwarf player had armor 7. And nearly everybody from the Dwarfs had armor 9. So even 20 versus 10 is pretty skewed against the Dwarves. Yeah, lol translation, yeah, absolutely true. So here we are, the decider, ones each. Just a shame it had to be on at the same time as the other semi-final. I've got no idea what could happen in this one. Pretty cool. The Rogue got guard. Very, very fair choice, isn't it, against Dwarves? You want as much strength as you can get. And also in the final against the Wizard now. 2 guard. And the Dwarves only got 3 guards, one of which is on the run who isn't fighting. So, I guess you've got to give the advantage to the rats, haven't you? But they've only got 2 gutters. Yeah, 2 gutters is a bit crap. So it's actually just Operation Protect the Gutter ones. But I mean, Azure, who was a great coach on Fumble, he started his Black Box team, which obviously plays against lots of dwarves and the like. He started them with 2 gut runners and a rat ogre because he reasoned that it was a lot easier to protect your gutters if you only had 2. And so it's not as crazy as it looks. I mean, it's not as dire as a situation as it would appear at first glance, only having 2 gut runners. When one of the best coaches, Skaven coaches in the world, did it by choice. It's not so bad. I'm surprised Knockoff did Mighty Blow on this guy. I mean, that's pretty nonsensical. I guess he was missing his Troll Slayer Mighty Blow, wasn't he? And he thought he should have a Mighty Blow guy to blitz every turn. But realistically, you're going to often want to be blitzing with your Longbeards if you can on a thing. Plus, it's random, isn't it? I would have gone guard just for the final as well. Yeah, you could take Juggernaut if he was gonna keep going to get to Claw and pad him on. But without the fact knowing that he's only going to get 1 skill, guard just gives more than everything else, doesn't it? That's the thing. That's the thing with this Mighty Blow guy. If you're going to build him to Mighty Blow padding on, fair enough. But this is the only skill he's going to have, and then he's going to die. So just give him guard. I think guard gives you too much as a 1 skill kind of build. As nice as having a Mighty Blow blitz is. See, he's blitzed with this guy. He's made a positional blitz, not an attritional blitz. So already, that's, you know, he's starting to waste the Mighty Blow, whereas the guard would have been a factor in every single turn for both players, wouldn't it? It's a bit of a potato here. Reverse potato, defensive potato. Do you just blitz with a Storm Vermin to make sure you get to him? I guess you do. And leave him there because he's in a good spot. Skaven being movement 9 is insane, isn't it? You can just put them like anywhere else. No, I thought he might have committed up here a little bit to try and pull the dwarves out of position, because dwarves like being able to just stand around the middle, don't they? No, now he's realised he wants to use his mighty blow. I don't know. I don't think the Juggernaut is reasonable as guard because you're playing Ultimate Warrior. You need that. You need the strength of the guard more than you need slightly rely. Like the danger with the Rogue is not in rolling the both down; it's in just rolling the one for a wild animal. That's his concern with the Rogue. Far more than rolling double down. This is a good spot. I can see why he didn't commit, because obviously just hanging around at the back, he's fine with that. It's killing turns, isn't it? Making stall easier as long as the dwarf's passive like this. I feel like he thought something else was going to happen with bits, but I guess it's not the worst thing. He rolled a 7, so if he just hit a normal Skaven with a broken arm, it was mighty blow. I don't like taking mighty blow from bits every single turn. And I think the main thing is though the fact that they only get one skill. Lots of people give people mighty blow so they get to guard quicker, and it's like, but if I just take guard straight away, then I'm finished. So has he thought that the dwarves have committed enough over here? Instant contact, I don't like that. Good old one on the handover. And I guess he did have to do that before he could see out, but he knew that all these guys were going to stand up and stuff. I don't know. I guess marking him's okay. Yeah, if he moved in there, he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G5, G5. So yeah, he had the base in. And he rolled a double skull as well. Yeah, I prefer in a straight line as well as Squirrel Dude, yeah, if you've got the guard. Plus in a format like this where you just don't care about the health of your players. Might have been better to have blitzed with the runner, just to free up that guy, and then he could have made a GFI to mark the gutter with the tackler. But again, keeping his guard in the middle is okay, isn't it? But now this is okay, isn't it? Even though he's got the dodge reroll for it, it's not too bad. But I think if he had just blitzed with him, he could have gone 1 pushing there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. and then he could have got him in as well. I think that would have been better than the way he did it. 1D blitz skull. Power. Yeah, I think Knockoff made a mistake there. Of course, no need to score is there. Can't be reached. Little stunty bastards. It's sad how tough it is for Dwarfs to get back, isn't it, and try to cover things. Almost as slow as Dwarves. Almost as slow as Orcs even. Like, I'm just glad Dwarves are out as well, absolutely. And I mean, I think Mallak definitely outplayed Knockoff. Throughout the course of the whole match. I don't think Mallak played amazing or anything. But he definitely played. I think, you know, he played solid. Like Guinness played solid against Spartaco. He didn't do anything that made you think, holy shit, that's an amazing move. But he just played like a good player would play. So I guess you'd almost fancy the Dwarves at this point, wouldn't you? 3 turns to score isn't outrageous. He's got 2 Dwarves to try it, 2 runners to try it with, and 2 blitzes, of course. Full 11 players. No rerolls for Mallak, so this could be a touchdown for Knockoff. But of course he's shown a bit of an inability to score in 8 turns. So just I don't like just setting up a standard maximal blocks when you want to get 3 turns to score. Gotta go a bit. But then I guess on the other hand, if he goes all in and gets blitzed, he's gonna really feel bad, isn't he? But I think he should have done, you know, the overloaded to one side. Try to punch a hole. Obviously down the other side as well. So there you go. So he would have got fucked if he'd gone one side, but I would have gone one side. Obviously the other side to the blood stepper and guard. I don't like that you have blood stepper and guard on the same side, because I like to have, you know, as symmetrical as possible, and this was pretty weak on this side, wasn't it? Like pretty strong on this side and pretty weak on the other. So yeah, the perfect defence is a bit of a tool. He just went straight back to try and stop the turnover touchdown, I guess. Which is fair enough. That is a great trap, isn't it, for Dwarves, and that trying to score in 3 turns against Bloodbowl or Skaven and end up getting scored on themselves. So can't really fault them for being afraid of that. Oh wow, brutal. And he's still got this guy in scoring range, but I guess he's going to get 2 DB to death. Raul goes up on an all 3 games, so good old Raul. I like her owl. Yeah, I don't think you can blame the Dwarfs for not trying to score, because it is incredibly risky for them, isn't it? If they haven't got runners and defence. So now that the only player in Knoring range, the only Knoring threat is this guy, it'd be easy to try a bit of a crazy pass play of some kind. He's got nothing to lose now. Yeah, he should have blitzed this guy, and then he can just try something stupid, can't he? Like going for it to blitz this guy, and then no. This guy's realistically the only one to score, and he definitely put a big net to stop him scoring. So Mallak's playing pretty well, and Knockoff is just playing like, I don't know, a solid but unremarkable player. He's just using Dwarfs. But maybe he hasn't used them before, I don't know. And it is big, high stakes, isn't it? So he just went for the mighty blow hit on the gutter rather than trying to score. But it was really hard. It was really hard ask to score, but I didn't like the way he played his running. I would have taken the run, I would have tried to score somehow. He didn't make much of an effort to score at all. And the fact that in many ways it's better to try to score in 3, like when I score with Skaven or Woodies, I like to score on turn 5, because then you've got 3 turns to turn them over and score. Because only having 2 turns to score them over, turn them over and score isn't quite long enough. Obviously defending the touchdowns is easier, but generally the reason you score early is so that you can turn them over and score again, isn't it? But seeing as his score wasn't that much on purpose, like it's just not ideal. I'm not criticising for him scoring in turn 6, but with Knockoff having 3 turns, you've only got that 1 turn of threat to get a scoring threat. And once he didn't really have a scoring threat, I think I would have tried to have gone balls to him a little bit. Once again, not blitzing his mighty blow. I think that was a really bad idea. Not using the mighty blow, but yeah, I don't think Knockoff has placed his cards very well. Gets to farm the competition here, doesn't he? Just can't use a reroll for it. So 11 versus 11, I think. Yeah, 11. Which is pretty lucky for the Rats, isn't it? They've only got 1 guy out. See, he does the same setup for an 8-turn score as he did for a 3-turn score. I can't get behind that. Another great kick from the Rats. He does have a kicker, doesn't he? So it wasn't ridiculous. Look that happened both times. Pretty bad LOS blocking. I don't know why he hasn't got this guy in the LOS as well. I mean, if this is a push, he just doesn't get the knockdown, does he? Whereas if he'd had the mighty blow guy on the line. It would have been a knockout for a start, and also if it had been a push, he could have hit him again. Oh well, he got the injury with the mic blow instead. Fair enough. Didn't need mighty blow. So. Another reason, like, if he was going to get mighty blow panning on, like, that's the thing. I don't like him going mighty blow. It gimps him for the finals if he makes it, and I just think it gimps him for this game as well. Wow, L screen already. What an absolute madman. Straight in for the L screen. I really like the Raoul, you know. I really do, because now he's got to commit 4 players to 2 dice him, or he's got to leave 2 players committed. And either way, that's good, isn't it? Well, like, now he just can't even do it unless he commits a guard. And it's just good on a team that's already got 2 gut runners. But I guess you just blitz this guy, don't you? 4 dice and hope you get him. Not have to move him ball carry there, but... We could have blitzed him with him as well. Yeah, the gut of the screen's got me with 3 dice and tackle. Yeah, it really does. The only thing with the 3 dice is, then obviously his sidestep becomes a problem. Like the way Guinness sidestepper was against Mallak, with Mallak not having any tackle. But I don't know, Mallak against Spartacle. Spartacle didn't have any tackle, but he had 3 dice with block, so he was getting those 3 dice on the sidestepper, but just either not knocking him over or not powering him. Wow. So he re-rolled a both down, which I don't like anyway, really. And then got a double skull as punishment. I don't really like that. I don't really like that re-roll. Very bad read. But he only goes forward 3 instead of capitalising, and you know, at least he could have at least moved him to here. So after that stun, he could have moved him out there like here. You know, I don't know. Really, Knockoff has only used 1 reroll, but no, surely he's used more because he rolled that double. He rolled 2 double skulls in the same turn, didn't he? On the turn that he used his reroll, and it was the turn that he wanted. Oh no, it was last game. Was it last game? I'm lost. I'm completely lost trying to cover all these at the same time. So you'd imagine how bad it was for the people playing at 4 AM. Yeah, and he only wanted to push so that he wouldn't have his guy getting and stuff. But still, when overtime is a very real possibility, and it's not a turnover, they're still getting in the way. I just don't think it was the right move to reroll. But yeah, of course. And you know, as I keep saying, although I'm very, very harsh, it is obviously very, very tough for the people actually playing the game. And easier to say for the people sitting at home watching who didn't qualify, what the opponent plays on. Yeah, another double score. His Rat Ogre is just really bad at rolling dice. It's got to be one of the worst rolling Rat Ogres of all time. But still, he apples it all the time and keeps it in, and it keeps rolling bad dice. But it is good, isn't it? It's a strength 5 threat. It made, well, it didn't make him, but he decided to move all his players over to block it, and you know, it's just like, I don't know. It does things, doesn't it? It adds an extra dimension to the Skaven play, and I like it. Regardless of what people say, all the bad things that people have to say about roguers, I like them. Well, I like them in as much as I hate Skaven, and to me it's one of the reasons to use Skaven. Yeah, Rat Ogres make up for underdeveloped, so yeah, of course I wouldn't take a Rat Ogre over a Cloak on Stone Vermin. But wow, another reroll gone just to mark this guy. Was that really necessary? I can't say I like that play. You could have just blitzed this guy and ended up with much the same result. In fact, if he blitzed this guy, he could have then got in for the assist on him and made this a 2-die, and not have his guy knocked out and still have a 3. Yeah, in this particular context, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So realistically, this I think both of Mallak rerolls here have been bad rerolls. When you've got to expect the overtime, haven't you? And you're on defense. Like, you've got to reroll things on offense, especially for dwarves. Obviously, the dwarf hasn't failed anything, but you know, like if critical failures on offense are much worse than failures on defense, and both things that he failed that he used a reroll on weren't really that bad at all. -2D to roll. Typical dwarf. Cheeky KO. Yeah, he loves getting his Bloodstepper in contact, doesn't he? Like, obviously the blitz is going to come in, but still. It's a bit risky. It's a little bit risky because now it would mean that you would almost have to re-roll it and go down. And he's still left him in contact. He rolls so bad with this rogue. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't think like, it's weird because in the other things he on the other drives he was staying out of contact quite a lot, and then in this one he's getting in contact, not getting punished for it, and using rerolls. Like, he used a reroll to get out of contact, to be fair, but then he used another reroll to get into contact. And it's like, yeah, he gets killed. Like, why even tag him there? Nah, more in chat, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I thought Lupac was pretty good. To be fair, I thought he did a good job. He did a good job of like the shit talking to fill in the time and everything, didn't he? I thought Lupac was the person that felt most like an actual like commentator type of person from what I saw of it. A pundit, that's what I was looking for. Lupac sounded the most like he was on Match of the Day, whereas the other guys, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like just willy-nilly putting a Bloodstepper in contact. So he did leave him the easy run around to hit the ball carrier. That was really bad with 2 turns left. There was no need for him to go here. He could have put him here. He could have put him here. But instead he put him there to get hit. But now he gets surfed, doesn't he? A little bit unlucky. 3, 4, 5, yeah, he couldn't really make it 3 dice. He almost could have made it 3 dice. TBH fan. Oh, that makes sense for him. So yeah, I think Mallak played a little bit bad this half. He basically wasted 2 rerolls and got his guys hit a little bit too much. But I mean, the score wasn't obvious. It wasn't right to give up on the score. I mean, he got 1 dice on the ball there, didn't he? And you can't just play for overtime. But when Knockoff still got 4 rerolls, your rerolls obviously become very precious, knowing that there's a good chance of overtime. Guard on the runner, I think it was a very good choice. I would have gone guard on the runner, but I would have also gone guard on this guy. And I just think it's unfortunate that obviously he's skilled up that many style play points on his runner. He'd much rather had guard, just block on the runner and guard on a blitzer. Play-by-play name choice analysis. Yeah, that sounds something good and fun, doesn't it? No, just like Skalfch, he's got a rubbish name. Chire, that's a good name. Wicket, that's a rubbish name. I think that's what he meant rather than anything. Kick-off return, yeah, but kick-off return's okay, especially against rats. It's just not that good again. When the rat players got kick as well, but I think he got it before. I think he got it before the rats. Yeah, KO rolls with Mallak. Yeah, great KO rolls. Very lucky to get them all back and still have 11 plays for the overtime. But he did have 2 chances. They were 75%, weren't they? Ultimately, to get them back for overtime. But it was nice for him to get them back for the 1 turn. I believe I saw this in real time. This was an absolutely terrible 1-turn attempt. And somebody said he couldn't get a 3 dice block with the Rat Ogre, and he obviously could. Because you just put the Rat Ogre here, a guard here, because he's got a guard at Storm Vermin. So he just puts the Rat Ogre there and the guard there, and he pushes him off. But it'd been a 3 dice instead of 2 dice. And he also went for the touchdown with his non-sidestepper. And I think if he'd done it with a Roger, if he'd started the Roger here and then pushed him to there and then to there, then you get to block him out so that he wouldn't have had to make any dodges. And he used a reroll on the 1 turn. Which, like, if you're going to re-roll that block, the blitz, plus the Rat Ogre was a block rather than a blitz. So with a Rat Ogre, you could have pushed him there, got him chained forward, blitz this guy, and then all of a sudden your sidestepper makes no dodge rolls and he's a touchdown. Though of course he'd have still failed it with the way the dice came out. I thought it was a very bad one-turn attempt, to be honest. I think if you're playing Skaven in the World Cup, what you should do is absolutely practice the hell out of one-turn touchdowns. Different defences, using the rat ogre, not using the rat ogre. You know, you should be absolutely top-notch at one-turning if you play Skaven regularly. You know, or not just regularly for the World Cup. If you're choosing for the World Cup, but also if you play them regularly. I'm always amazed by people who play Skaven and fail one-turners, because it's absolutely, you know, it should be them. It's the main advantage, isn't it, that they've got over Skaven, over Woodies and other things. They've got the players to have the reserves. They'll have 11 players for their one-turn attempt, and they've got the natural movement now. So yeah, Dwarves win overtime, win the overtime toss, 11 versus 11 still, and they still have I put use on my first KO and 4 rerolls against 1. And now if I had been Mallak, I would have still had 4 rerolls, which you know, obviously if I'd made that, or when he gets a 5th reroll. Well, Mallak would add 1, wouldn't he? So if at the moment, if Knockoff rolled a 1, and Mallak rolled a 6, Mallak would win. So currently he's got a 1 in 36 chance of not winning if he doesn't use a reroll. 2 natural, yeah. Skaven natural one-turners are disgusting. Yeah, obviously you get the chance of a natural one-turner. And if you get a natural one-turner, you are going to get a little bit lazy at scoring 2 one-turners with pushes. To me, that's the absolute prime thing for Skaven as one-turner. And I said this as well on the in the official Skype chat. I was like, wow, what a bad turn, what a bad one-turn attempt, lol. And Knockoff said, there's not much you can do against double skulls. And like, yeah, sure, as the dice fell, he would have failed if he'd done it properly, but it was a really bad attempt. Really, really bad attempt. But there you go. There's a lot of pressure. A bit of I smell an overcommit here. I think I've done the overtime. No, I think I just did. I think I did from like 20 odd or something. I guess I can do upload the whole overtime, rather than just those closing stages. I don't like this running around the sides here so much, because he just can't break through. If this guy wasn't here, then you blitz this guy with your ogre, and then you bust through the whole team here. This play's good. But when you're not busting people through, I just think it's creating a bit of a nothing. Well, you say that, Squirrel Dude, but he completely messed up this one-turn attempt, didn't he? So like, even he's got 3 guys that can just jog back. He can jog forward. I'm not sure I agree. Well, okay, I don't like this play to just base people with money. It's like a carcass count. So he makes an easy cage up, doesn't he? Your 2 dices once again. Mallak gives up the 2 dice on a blood stepper and survives. Luckily. But I think they should be scrolled. This is what I'm saying. That yes, some Skaven coaches, I see a lot of Skaven coaches that aren't good at one-turning. And I think it's a prerequisite for playing Skaven. There you go, that was the word I was looking for before. You should absolutely be good at one-turn. And you should damn well learn how to one-turn if you don't know how to, because people can do all sorts of defenses. This was a nice chain push, wasn't it? Getting his roger, getting the tail in if he makes a block. So I guess his weird facing people played off pretty well. So it's not the play I would have done, but and of course, once again, his Rogan doubles down. Someone should track every single block this Rogan makes. It's so bad. So bad. I've never seen anything roll as bad as this battle. It's ridiculous. Consistently. It's absolutely standard scroll, dude. You do put in the work, make a nice chain push, then you double down, and then he just does a one dice power potato. Whoa! What an absolute madman! This was atrocious. What a horrific play. You know, just move this guy to here, move the ball here, and then dodge him away or something. Don't just do this. This guy could be here, ball could be here, and then he could dodge away to there. Sure, he might have failed, but getting powered here, surrounded by your own players, is better than getting powered all the way down here. But I guess it's surprisingly safe, isn't it? Like he's sandwiched. And it made him use his last reroll. Swedish playstyle, give it his lot and go forward. Yeah. Maybe he thought his run-up was called Gareth Bale. And he kept just standing up his rookie gutter runner to get smashed by this Troll Slayer, which I thought was really weird. Like even when he stands him up, he goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he's still like basically faster than Troll Slayer, isn't he? Yeah, Wales top their group. To be fair, the pass it to Bale strategy is a much better strategy than pass it as Lara. You know, he had a GFI twice to get their scroll, dude. To be fair. Oh, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I think maybe he could only get there. Oh, he's movement 6. So to play a blitz and then try and score. Yeah, that's a pretty good chance, really, isn't it? Oh no, it's the other way around. I made this exact same mistake when I was watching it live. For some reason I was thinking that it was the touchdown for the Rats was down here. Yeah, he gets Bodge step on the ball. I'll pick it up. Oh yeah, and I was thinking about handing it off and stuff because for some reason I thought it was a rookie. And he really loves standing him in contact. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. He only drops the ball about quite a big percentage chance, but he can sidestep to here, can't he? He's got a good chance of him using a reroll, and also he can drop it there, so it's going to be an tackle zone. Unless he's incredibly unlucky. Death. Rattan's happy. Is he going to GFI twice with him? Yeah. Absolute madman. I don't think I would just block with him first. Yeah, and he ties up to there, yeah. I like how he just kept powering this gut run and never breaking his arms. Fails his 75% pickup, which would have been... And the stun was crucial as well, wasn't it? Because if he hadn't been stunned, he was out there. Pick it up and score, maybe. Yeah, you're about 30% to power him without anything. So yeah, he just did it the hard way, didn't he? 3-4-3. I'm not sure I like that pass. But on the other hand, it's a punt, isn't it? But still, to give up the ball isn't too good. And he finally dodged away that guy though. He just palled this gunner every time. It was pretty funny. This troll slayer just every time he blocked it, fouled him. Another injury, but a little bit too late for the Dwarves, isn't it? They've got their AV breaks now, but it's all been in overtime. If that had happened in the first half, or even during the match, it would have been a lot better for him. He kind of forced himself to re-roll that, didn't he? But then if he just hadn't gone for the pickup, it was still pretty easy for the gut runner to maybe score. It's tough. It's tough to be too critical on him for going for that pickup. Maybe he should have just stood next to it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he probably should have not gone for the pickup. Yeah, Knockoff really does use a lot of rerolls. Last few turns. Yeah, I don't think he should have gone for that pickup. Not the fact that you had to re-roll the GFI if that failed, and then you had to re-roll the pickup as well. And he got a lucky throw in really. Because if the throw-in had gone this way or this way, it was just over, wasn't it? This gut runner would have just stood up and ran in. Yes, Bladick, I noticed that at the time. The GFI puts him in contact or something, but even then he could have just moved him at all for the rest of the match. Again, he just powers him instantly. Now finally gets the KO. You can block with him and go for pick. So of course Mallak's still got the chance of scoring this gutter. And less so obviously with these two. You've got to move this guy forward. It's so bad that you forgot about him. He kind of had to re-roll that pickup, although it looked bad, you know, with only having the re-rolls left. It's so dangerous that the gutter runner is getting him, isn't it? I just left him off there. It would have been so easy to just one dice this guy onto the ball, get a scatter onto him and out of there, and this gutter runner could have just been off and scored. I really don't like basing him in here. This is what, basically exactly what Squall did to me in the OFL, but at least he did it with a Bloodstepper, so that he could randomly get in contact with the ball if he didn't get power. But all you need to do was sort of like, you know, move this guy back and this guy over, and then he couldn't have sidestepped next to the ball carrier. So he had to 3 dice, well 6 dice this guy, and this guy as well, I guess. But he was out of room, so all he had to do was power this guy. If he powers him, and then maybe fouls him, or just 2 demon blitz him or something, I don't know. He should have tried to clear this out away, and then gone for the pass, or he should have made the ball really safe. And thanks to that stun, I guess the ball is really safe, but you know, come on, man, you've got to go for the you had to have some balls and go for the knockdown there first. I think he would have got the knockdown. So then he could have just come and fouled him or something. I just think he could have done something more than what he did. To have the Canoring threat and then not even try to use him. No matter how low the chance. Like what, probably 5 plus pass or 6 plus pass and then 4 plus cash. Right, penalty shootout. So now I've got really no idea how this penalty shootout works. Answers on a postcard, please. Because surely this team reroll coming up is his +1. Why does that team reroll come up there? I have no idea. And now it's 2-1 on penalties. And now he misses, but he couldn't have rolled a 0. I really have no idea how penalty kicks work. As far as something I go, I just really have no idea. No idea at all. But 28 if he breaks to 4 is actually the one time the armor rolls were actually kind of fair. But even then he got them all at the end where it didn't matter that much to him. So I think Knockoff, to be fair, did get the worst of the dice, but I do think Mallak played better than him and deserved to win.